So if I say water on the fire, is the fire going out completely? Do I have a real grasp of it? They might have said it on the radio, but everything that now that visual is telling me is they did not get it on the seat. And yes, it's changing directions, and yes, it's getting darker. What's on fire now?
Structural components
What color do we got?
in darker colors.
All right, so with the
So more
darker color,
content based.
why would you say content based?
Just everything's like you said it
Off
before,
gassing.
petroleum based, off gas.
All right, exactly. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you nailed it. That's 100% that, right? So it's petroleum-based products. That's what puts out the black smoke. It's not the construction, but basically your house in your room that you're in right now, everything is, you probably don't have real wood structure or anything. It's mostly the fake composite wood. You got a computer screen, you got a printer, everything else in there is petroleum based. And it's a lot of pressure, a lot of volume. And in this commercial structure, where are the petroleum based products in there?
Dining room, show floor, all that kind of area.
Okay. Yeah, storage might be one of them too. But basically, it's all at level. So when we had the smoke and everything going up in that attic, it clearly wasn't at the level that we're at now, right? But what's happened, what's changed is that now the petroleum based products are on fire. So now we're definitely concerned about the growth because it started up high and now we're down low. So, if you're command and you're sitting in the background watching this thing, we are not headed in the right direction. And not that I'm, talking from that command platform, but everyone inside or everyone on that fire ground, I should say, needs to be able to recognize those signs and kind of be concerned about it. We're not heading in the right direction. We don't have a good control or grasp of the fire. And, things are progressing in a way that they're going to pull you out. And me as a company officer, like I told you before, if I don't get you to the fire, because I feel for the guys that don't get to run a fire truck every day. And I've been there. And I don't want that to happen to anybody. But if I'm inside and we're putting water, what I think is water on the fire, and command is seeing or someone else is seeing something else, we're going to get pulled out. And then we're not going to have a chance to play around in this fire anymore. And then your day's over. And then you're outside. It's not my goal. It's not something that I want to deal with. So what do you think is going to happen next in this fire?
I think you're going to start to see fire with the way that smoke's moving, with the volume, with the airflow it's getting, with them not
Yes,
finding.
that's exactly what's going to happen because it's got the air, it's got the heat because, you've opened up, that's coming across the whole building. The wind's driving it. And the next thing that's going to happen is fire. What about the windows? Look at the roof cuts versus the windows on this floor. You weren't seeing any smoke from that second story window. Even those two windows tell two different things. The building tells you what's going on. The smoke, you just got to be able to read the signs. We knew fire was next. And sure enough, we got fire. We got plenty of fire. Now, what if you were those guys on that line on that second floor? You're in a flashover condition, right? Okay, well, we have a hand line. We're going to help the situation get better. You're in that flow path, though. You're not stopping that wind, which is completely horizontal at some points, with that inch and a half to 2.5 is not going to stop that. So let's progress a little bit further now, right? They probably hit evac tone. We got an elevated master stream through that roof cut. I got white conversion, meaning water on fire, but I tell you to do that, put water through that hole. Is that a green decision or a red decision?
I mean, you're putting water on the fire. I don't really know.
It's not spanning the whole length of that roof. So you're coming in and you're just doing that one little section as opposed to coming in from the other side.
It sounds like you're saying the other side would be better. Why would the other side be better?
You can get the whole length of that roof, coat more surfaces in there as opposed just to that little area where you're just shooting straight down into the building.
Go back to the beginning of this whole fire ground. What are we missing?
It's away from where we originally said it was, I guess.
The seat of the fire.
The seat of the fire, exactly. Water is not being applied to the seat of the fire. And expanding that, if you had water towards the seat of the fire and you had fire over on that Charlie side out that second floor exterior, wind blew that fire that way, basically, right? It fed it that way. If I get water on that side, what's going to happen to the fire? The fire is going to go out and it's going to put off what?
Steam.
Steam. What's steam made out of? Water. Where's that water steam going to go?
The rest of the fire.
Yeah, it's going to follow it to the rest of that fire. It's going to snuff by cooling that temperature because it's got water in it. It's going to cool that whole roof line. The fire that's in the attic all the way across that span, it's going to want to go that way. It's naturally going that way because the wind's blowing it. And it's going to snuff all that out by changing the temperature, which was one of the two things that we needed, oxygen and temperature. And it's controlling the rest of that fire progress. So these guys got 2 cuts. I would have liked them a little bit bigger in a commercial structure like that. It's venting out, fine. They had fire coming out of it, fine. Then they chose the elevated master stream. They put the fire out, cool. But I'm sitting in the command buggy looking at this, or all the guys that just got evac'd are standing there on the fire ground seeing this. I'm not happy, right? Because what's the building telling us right now?
There's still decent fire in there. All you did is reset it and darken it.
You got elevated master stream, you got a lot of GPMs, but it wasn't applied in the right spot, right? And that comes back to the handline question when we're walking up on that fire ground. Is it a 1.5 deuce fire? Do I need large volume of water with good penetration depth in there? Or do I need my 1.5 inch line flowing on 2 apartments that are off and flowing less than 150 gallons, 180 gallons in total to take care of both rooms? It's how you apply the water that is most important. Not that you have a lot of it in the wrong spot or the appropriate line and you just didn't apply the water correctly. You're going to wind up in the same situation if you're not putting it together. I mean, the same thing's going to happen now. They're going to be flowing that water through that hole, changing that specific area, but not getting a seat. And now we got it through the peak, the ridge vent. We just reset it. That was a perfect description. Are we happy with that tactic? No. It's still not going to do what we need it to do. If you were the truck company, especially seeing what we saw already, you're told to go vertical vent, which